Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we are at Dorasinapalya Forest Research Center, and this is supposed to be a reserve forest. We are going to take a hike inside this forest trail today. Let's go. This also houses offices of senior forest officers as well. And here we have Karnataka Forest Department, Doresanipalya Forest Research Center, Bannerghatta Road, Bengaluru. It's quite surprising to have reserve forest in the middle of Bengaluru city. Let's explore this place today. Let's go.
So we are here at this Dorasinapalya Forest Research Station, and I've never been here either, so it's my first time here. So let's take a walk around this park and see what species we encounter. Maybe we can get pictures of them, we'll learn more about them. For that we have Tranquil, our naturalist.
Good morning.
We also have a camera with him, we can click pictures of them, and then we can also view it on his camera. There have been a lot of moths and butterflies that are observed here. So that if it starts to get a little sunny, then maybe we can see a lot of them. Here's something. I'm a big fan of it.
We're a small group of people today, and we are starting a trail now.
For example, the peacock, which looks very beautiful, and peahen will be more dull in color, so that it can camouflage well in nature. But whatever peafowl do, right? The rain, whenever it rains, it dances because it's their breeding. It's not because they dance, then we get the rain. So no, that's not the case. Whenever their breeding seasons are there, so they do make those dances. So if we have a, so most of my works I use this, and Nikon again P950 for videographs, photographs, whatever I take.
This is
because
a mirrorless one, or is it the automatic
this
zoom?
one is a bridge camera.
Yeah, point and shoot.
Right.
So the Nikon 1000 and 1100 family.
Right, basically. So it can go up to 2000 mm of zoom. It's very easy to show people because everyone won't be having a binoc. So you just zoom it, record it, take a photograph. It becomes very easy. With 600 mm, it becomes little tough because you won't get that extra zoom. So
And
that's
what
it.
is there in your backpack or this blue thing?
There are hundreds of things in my bag.
His water.
That's my hydration bag.
Hydro bag.
Hydration bottle what I use for my water, and some more extra batteries, some other random stuff. You might also find a specimen of spiders or mantis in my bag.
Awesome.
So you just explained the gears that he's carrying today.
Popularized after Pushpa movie, if I'm not wrong. But this one is not a red sandal. This particular, the Mysore sandal show, or any product from the Mysore sandal, whatever they are talking about, the oil comes from the same tree. To extract those oil, the bark has to be at least 10 inches or much bigger than that, so that they can extract. The actual wood what we are talking about is only the core, not the bark. Right? The bark does not have any oil content, and especially the roots after the 10 years. So that has more amount of oil contact. The oil extraction happens there, and rest all is used for any carved idols and other things which they
She's just
associate
explaining
with the
about the
purpose
sandalwood.
and the
This is the tree.
the problem here starts. Even though they are very much parasitic, if only sandalwoods are there, they will never grow. They require other host plants. So what exactly happens? Their roots get tangled with the other neighboring trees, and they extract whatever minerals, water, everything from them.
Just like the pigeon story, there's the kite story is also unfolding in Bangalore.
The blackheads.
Yeah.
Especially. They used to hunt earlier, but right now they have become the scavengers. So that's a very, very bad thing what we guys have done because of the garbage creation what we are doing it in Bangalore, and our garbage management is very poor, as we all know. So it becomes a very good free source for them to get their daily proteins, vitamins, carbs, everything. It has completely changed the behavior of black cat. Otherwise, we have enough amount of raptor inside Bangalore, but still we are facing good amount of problem with the road.
It's a millipede.
You guys are right. So
Millipede, right?
yes. So centipede and a millipede, both are that's pretty good. Are two different species. Never get confused with that because centipedes will be more flat and they will be having around 100 legs. But actually they don't have 100 legs. It's less than what we do. So it's a common human psychology, right? When you can't count anything, you say hundreds of them or thousands of them. So this one has good amount of legs, so we call this as a millipede. That means thousands of legs. But these creatures are excellent decomposers, right? So when can anyone understand the carnivorous period? Came somewhere around 60 million years ago. And these people have a very, not only them, the entire insect family has a very different type of a respiratory system. They have holes on their abdomens. Here we cannot see it, but if you see a moth, if you see a butterfly, you can see the tiny holes, especially the locust. Anyone has seen the locust?
Yeah.
The grasshoppers basically.
Yes. Yeah.
If you see their abdomen, they will be having the tiny holes. I'll try to share the pictures with you people later on. So, if you guys
So we are basically for a trail at the Dorasinapalya Forest Reserve, and we have a naturalist with us. Now, this is something that we are undertaking alongside the WWF. We are getting a good insight into this wildlife and the history behind some of these creatures. So we just discussed about millipedes, and we were told that these millipedes were at some time up to 16 feet long. That was because during those days there was high oxygen concentration in the atmosphere, and in order to avoid oxygen toxicity, the organisms which lived in that era had to grow larger in size. So a lot of interesting stuff. So let's explore more in this trail. Stay tuned.
like this comb one. So there are multiple antennae structures also. So all these antennae structures help the insect to catch the pheromone effectively. So if they have the simple antennae, catching a pheromone or mating or looking for a female becomes much tougher. Like how we have our old days antenna. Anyone remembers that?
Yeah.
We used to have a very big antennas, right? So this particular antenna also works in a similar way. It helps to catch the pheromone whenever a female is releasing it, and it can effectively go mate, and they have very short lifespans. So they have to do it very quick.
Other than the information that we are getting today, the trail by itself is quite scenic and beautiful. Especially this being a rainy season, this enhances the overall beauty of this place. So this entire property comes under Government of Karnataka, the Forest Department, and you can see their unique fencing with the sky blue and dark green coding, and is a restricted and protected area. What's surprising is that until yesterday I wasn't even aware that we have such beautiful forest area in the middle of Bangalore city. So typical bamboo bushes here, and a beautiful pathway. And we'll explore more eventually in this trail. Apparently this place is also expected to have lots of butterflies, but this season isn't very conducive today. So
Anyhow. Everyone saw the movement?
The tailor bird.
Quite
We spotted a tailor bird.
Oh, it went down.
It went. So why tailors are very popular? Because one of the common birds what we see, and again how they their beak, which is very much sharp, and sometimes what they do, I have a video, I will share it with you people. When they don't get a proper blade of grass, they even collect the silk from the cocoons. Let's have the closer look and then we'll see. Yeah, I don't think so. It's a parasitic nature, so not sure about this one. One shoots the web. These spiders actually shoot the web.
Oh. Actually?
They shoot the web on the prey. So the white spot is their like home base. It's like a base camp for them. They stay there and they wait very patiently that something crawls up the bark. And whenever that's happening, they have the web which will be shooting at a prey and mobilizing it very easily. But the other creatures, right, what the other spiders do, especially the orb weavers, right, you have the circular kind of a web which we usually see in the Spider-Man movie also, that comes from a family called orb weavers.
So we're now getting inside the deeper part of the forest area. Inside trail.
You guys got one more? The spider. Hey, let it be, let it be. Let's not disturb it. Where's this? White spikes, wala. It's just in front of it. We lost it.
There's a female as well. Don't do anything, guys. There's a male and female both. If you can see it.
Oh, there's a male and female. That's good. What's that? Drag line. Drag line silk.
No, so is it common
golden
within
orb
only
weaver.
a particular?
No, not particular. All the spiders will be having it. And how
Drag
the
line.
spiders will develop it?
Web is here.
Ah, okay.
Which one is this spider?
The spider actually is there, right?
Golden orb weaver.
Yeah, the web starts from here only. This from here.
Ah, okay.
The big one is the female, and the
you can
smaller
see.
one.
So it's called the golden orb weaver because the web will be golden in color.
And this will get at least.
Very beautiful.
This one is the spotted orb weaver.
No, that must be the T-legs.
So this forest reserve is also known to have a rich biodiversity of butterflies. However, this being a rainy season and weather being a little overcast today, not a conducive condition to spot the butterflies. We have, however, spotted various other insects, various tree spiders like the orb weaver, the golden orb weaver, the spotted orb weaver, and many other tree spiders. In contrast to we calling this a trail, we aren't walking much. Wherever we spot some interesting insects, bugs, we are spending a lot of time to understand which family it belongs to, what are the characteristic features, and how do they survive in this wilderness. So these are called the jackal's jujube. When these flowers, which are tiny now, develop into fruits, they attract a lot of birds.
What is this?
Sunbirds.
Yes.
No, the caterpillar.
Okay, there you go. Look at the dragon kind of thing what they got.
Nice.
Okay. You see this one? The hind legs. You will not see two hind legs. If you see any caterpillar, if you see any legs at the end, then that would be a moth caterpillar.
Okay.
This one is a butterfly caterpillar because they lack those two leggy structures what we guys usually see.
I was just chatting with the forest official now. So he just informed me that this entire reserve forest is about 90 acres. and predominantly holds sandalwood and bamboo trees. There are no wild animals here, and the only thing that they have here is the peacocks. So this trail goes around the reserve forest, and you can find different sections or spots wherein right now you just saw the place where there are majorly the bamboo trees. Earlier we saw the place which was predominantly having the sandalwood trees, and there are few areas where you have predominantly the Nilgiri trees. So I think we are at the place where you see lots of Nilgiri trees. Yeah. So wherever you see here, this has largely the population of Nilgiri plants or Nilgiri trees. So there's an anthill which has been spotted, and people are trying to explore more.
Guys, Vespa tropica.
Careful, huh? Oh, they bite very bad. There is a bunch. There are a lot of them. What can I? There's one more coming up.
There are a lot.
I think the light
Yeah,
is
that's what
bringing
I'm telling you. There are. I told you.
Watch them.
Oh,
Giant hornet. No, it's a Vespa tropica. Oh, yes.
I think the light is bringing.
They have the wasp which hunts the honeybee. Actually, they eat the honeybee larva. As the honeybee come in the picture, so they come up to protect
This is the
them,
wasps
so
coming
then
out of this anthill.
They just go.
What is that?
What is that white one?
We saw a lot of wasps coming out of the anthill, and I think our lights triggered their movement. We at least saw 7 to 8 wasps coming out, the Vespa tropica. But there is another anthill here, and I'm sure that this is slightly larger than the one that we saw before. And that's it we have in this reserve forest. Anthills, sandalwood trees, Nilgiri trees, some peacocks, but we haven't spotted any thus far, and lots of bamboo trees. But it's a beautiful trail for a quiet walk. What I also experienced is that this place is infested with a lot of mosquitoes. So if you're planning to visit this place or any other reserve forest for that matter, ensure that you're carrying a good mosquito repellent with you. Else you're going to have a tough time. We're done with the trail today. It was not necessarily a trail or a hike primarily. We were just trying to explore different insects and various other fauna that we encounter on our path. So essentially we are trying to spot some butterflies and spiders and other insects. Like I mentioned before, there are no animals in this reserve forest. We weren't lucky to spot any peacocks today. Other than that, it was a pleasant day, no sun, slightly overcast. Good thing is that we did not get any rains, so the hike was pretty smooth that ways. I was also talking to the WWF partners who are accompanying us in this trail today. They just informed me that this particular reserve forest was open for public for walking and other purposes until few years ago. But now in the last couple of years they have blocked it for the public, and you need to have an explicit permission to enter this reserve forest. So being aware of the restrictions that we have typically around the reserve forest, since this opportunity came up, just wanted to grab this opportunity to be in the reserve forest area today. I've just tried to capture my experience in this reserve forest today. In case you liked my efforts, please consider subscribing to the channel and do show your encouragement by hitting the like button. Until next time, this is HRG Rides signing off. Take care guys.